Hi guys, it's Lucy, and today I'm going to be doing the 25 bookish facts about me not tag. I've seen this going around. I don't think it's a tag. Regardless, I wasn't tagged to do it. I don't know who started this. Basically, I'm just going to get into it because this is 25 facts about me. It's going to take a while. I read with the dust jacket on. I know a lot of people like to take it off, but I just prefer to have it on. I use it as a bookmark. Then you can see the actual cover of the book. You know, it's a good time all around. I don't use bookmarks. I dog-ear the pages. I do this for my books. I prefer hardcover books. That's why if you look at my shelf, for the most part, it is hardcovers. I end up reading mostly ebooks. With school, it's just easier for me to have ebooks on my phone. I keep a list of quotes I like from books in a notebook. I would pull it out for you, but I, to be honest, don't know where it is. I still haven't unpacked from when I went to school, and now I'm about to repack, so that's a mess. I read the most, generally when I have a commute somewhere. So in high school I read a lot because I read a lot on my commute to school. And last summer I read a lot because my commute to work last summer was long. But during the school year I lived on campus, so I didn't really have to go anywhere, so I read less. I am a terrible writer and I do not want to be a writer. I don't ever want to write a book. I can't read in a car or on a bus, but I can read if I'm on a train or in an airplane. I get really car sick or motion sick if I try to read in a car or a bus, so I don't. Which is why I will probably never take a road trip. I started reading when I was around 3 years old, so that's relatively early. So I've been a reader for a long time. My favorite genre is contemporary. It is the genre I've read the most books in. I'm pretty sure in high school I almost exclusively read contemporary, but it wasn't on purpose. It's just the genre that I tend to reach for the most. To go along with that, I really like books about mental illness, eating disorders, or any other tough subjects. It's just something I find interesting to read about, and those books tend to have a lot of feelings involved, and I love when books give me the feels. So I prefer to listen to music when I read. I actually don't like reading in silence. I don't like to do most things in silence. I like to do almost everything I do listening to music, so reading is no different. My sister read the first 2.5 Harry Potter books to me. When I'm not in school and I have more free time, I can read about 3 books per week. I think that's my general average. I can read more, but if I'm reading at a normal, leisurely pace, 3 books per week is a good average for me. I almost always carry a book with me, even if I don't think I'm going to read. I don't like book smell. When you see people who reach for books and open them and sniff them, that's weird to me. That's gross to me. I've smelled a book and I gagged. Old book smell is gross. It just smells dusty. And new book smell, it doesn't do anything for me. I will never have a candle that's pages of a book. That will never be me. I've always cared what books look like. Some people, they start booktube and they realize that they were trashing their books, so they take better care of them. I've always been like that. I try to keep my books in as good condition as possible. At one point I owed the public library over $100. That was a dark time for me. I don't read first chapters / chapter samplers for books I like to read. So if an author has the first 30 pages of their new book coming out, I won't read that. If there's the first chapter of the sequel to a book that I plan to read, I won't read that. I don't trust / like book trailers. I feel like book trailers give us a false sense of what a book is, just because I think the mediums are really different. I think that book reviews are better ways to get me to read a book than a book trailer, and a lot of the time I feel like they're cheaply done and don't look the best anyway. If you look at my Goodreads right now, this is going to be hard to believe, but I really prefer to read one book at a time. With school, that was really hard and not possible to do, and also I think for now, while I'm listening to audiobooks, that's probably not going to happen, but it's really nice to just be immersed in one book. This is just a self-promo, but I've had my book Tumblr for over a year now. There's definitely a plug right under me, and also the link is always in the description of my videos. If I buy the first book in a series, I have to buy the rest of the books. There are some exceptions on my shelf, but not many, and that means that buying a first book in a series is a very big commitment for me. I try very, very hard not to DNF books, but I'm trying to curb that habit and open myself up more to DNFing books, because time is precious and I shouldn't waste it on books that I'm not liking. And the last one is that I tend to avoid book reviews until after I've read the book. I feel like book reviews often give away too much for me, and I like going into books slightly blind. Those are 25 bookish facts about me. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Tell me one bookish fact about you down below. And if you like seeing me talk about books or bookish things, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos about books. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!